Sometimes I cry for this generation of kids. They have access to some of the best programming in all of cartoon history. They have access to shows like Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012, Avatar. And you know what they choose to watch instead? Let's Plays. And not just anybody's Let's Plays, PewDiePie's Let's Plays. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take that golf club, jam it up my ear, and attempt to forget what I just told you. Because it doesn't fucking make sense! You know what my favorite cartoon was growing up? Cat Dog. It was a show about a dog whose butt was a cat. And it still made more sense than PewDiePie! And the worst part of it is that 95% of the cartoons that are on nowadays are better than Cat Dog was. And yet you kids still choose to watch PewDiePie. Oh my god, what's fucking wrong with you kids? Now if he had a catchphrase like, I don't know, Houdini, I'd watch the shit out of that guy.
Last time on Retro Rips, Retro half-heartedly explains that Beerus is a god. This time he will attempt to half-heartedly explain that Beerus is on his way to Son Goku's at King Kai's.
Hi, I'm Retro. This is Retro Rips, and today we're going to have a lot of fun. I like the fact that even though Beerus and Whis are the main villains of this arc, that Toriyama decided to give them actual personality as opposed to just making them wooden, shonen stereotype villains. How many times have you seen, I am going to destroy everything because I hate you and you're stupid? I mean, sure, it makes for good entertainment, but when it comes to actual fiction that's supposed to make you think and feel things, it's kind of a big no-no. Beerus and Whis with their characterization feel a lot more like two old buddies floating through space than they do two villains. You actually believe that Beerus and Whis have known each other for thousands of years, despite the fact that we've never even seen them in the series before. They've never even been mentioned, and yet their presence is very well established. When these two first appear in Dragon Ball, even though it's the first time you ever meet them, you feel like you completely know them already. Their personalities are so distinct and their interactions with each other are so bizarre and unique that even though these characters are completely brand new and the likes of me and you have never heard of them before, I actually give a crap about them. Plus it helps that I watched the movie.
Back on Earth, Bulma's party seems to be going off without a hitch. Even Z-Fighters who aren't accustomed to parties like Piccolo and Dende seem to be having a great time. It really is one of those days that you really are just happy to have all your friends and family around. You know? It's just, oh my good god, what is that? No! Bad! Akira Toriyama. Really, things couldn't be going better. Except for the fact that Goku and Vegeta aren't there.
See, this is why I keep on harping on the alien thing. Imagine if I just walked into a cage full of monkeys, and they all started flinging their feces at each other. Should I start flinging my feces at them? Sure, I mean, it could be fun, but they're fucking throwing their poo at each other. It's just too alien to me. Either that or Goku and Vegeta are simply using the alien thing as a facade to get out of all their social obligations. Which one seems more likely to you? But enough with those guys. Let's talk about the reason you're all really here. Emperor Pilaf. For those of you who don't know the beauty and just pure wonder of Emperor Pilaf, let me explain it a bit like this. Imagine Team Rocket. Now give them some guns, a little bit of competence, and 1,000 times worse luck than Team Rocket ever had. That's Emperor Pilaf. He's an evil genius who's about this close to taking over the world. His only problem? Son Goku. You see, the tragedy of Pilaf is that he was never incompetent. Unlike, say, Team Rocket, who were always made to be incompetent fools because they were incompetent fools, Pilaf was not incompetent. He was just a guy who had really fucking bad luck. No matter what plan he was trying to do, gather the Dragon Balls, Son Goku was there to stop him. Frees Piccolo from a prison. Fucking stops him again. Throws his group of friends into a prison of which they have no hope of escape and which will run out of oxygen within the next couple of hours. Goku turns into a fucking giant monkey and destroys his entire fucking castle. This guy, it's just the fucking craziest, most insane shit ever. And I've always kind of felt bad for the little guy. I kind of want him to take over the world. Just a tiny bit. I mean, imagine, would a world run by Pilaf really be much different than a world run by a dog? No, it would not. Vote Pilaf 2016.
Join Emperor Pilaf and his minions on a deserted island where they're waiting for death because apparently somebody tricked Emperor Pilaf into buying a boat that wasn't worth shit. Pilaf, you beautiful soul, you. I would never trick you like this bad man's tricked you. Very luckily for Emperor Pilaf, at that exact moment, Trunks and Goten are messing around with the Dragon Ball's containment unit. This lets Emperor Pilaf, for a brief moment at least, see the Dragon Balls on his own Dragon Ball radar. The Emperor convinces his two minions to go along with his plan, and they make their way to the ship. Not only do Goten and Trunks save the three, but they also offer them a plate of food from the banquet, saving them from starvation.
Alien half-breed scum. How dare you get in the way of Emperor Pilaf's dreams with a hot plate of food? You disgust me.
Meanwhile, we learn that King Kai can't keep a secret for shit, because he immediately tells Son Goku that Beerus is on his way. Remember that plan you and the Supreme Kais made to not tell Goku about Beerus? How's that coming along, buddy?
So King Kai fills him in on the whole thing about how they're creation gods and destruction gods and balance and blah blah blah. As for this episode, I thought it was really good. You see, the whole thing with Emperor Pilaf being back is basically just proving my point that Akira Toriyama's trying to make Dragon Ball Super a lot more like the original Dragon Ball than later Dragon Ball. But you know, I also said that Akira Toriyama's drawing on Dragon Ball Z the anime as well. But we haven't seen any of that yet. Next episode, Beerus vs. Goku. Round 1. Fight. I am Retro. This is Retro Rips. Peace. I'm PewDiePie. I'm in France. Come up, play myself.